ethnoecologist means that I put people back into ecology. And I bring together nature and culture, or biological diversity and cultural diversity. And so I study, teach, write about, focus on that nexus, that interconnectedness between humanity and everything that's not human. And I say that as an ecologist, I study everything, because I go from the microscopic and the submicroscopic, right? So I care about cells and subcellular level. I care about the microbiota of the soil, all the way to climate change and everything in between. I care about not just about species that are charismatic or that are native to a place or are threatened or endangered, but also species that are culturally significant. Species that are used in stories of origin, that are used in medicine or ceremonies or regalia or rituals. Species that, for many of us, form part of our identity. I think for many folks, if we think about a species that forms part of our identity, it would be our pets, right? Our dogs or our cats, our gerbils, our hamsters, our salamanders. Those are part of our identity as people. And the folks who I also count as part of my family, indigenous peoples from Indonesia across the Pacific Rim to California, for those peoples, places in the landscape or in the waterscape are culturally significant. And the salmon, for example, are a species for which all Pacific Northwest people see that as being culturally significant. But it is also an ecological keystone species because salmon feeds thousands of other species in the rivers and the waterways and the ocean. And it even feeds trees, because we're now finding all this nitrogen content from decaying salmon is being found in forests that are hundreds of kilometers away from the riverways because of other predators that eat the salmon and then do their business far away. So that's what I focus on. That's what fascinates me. What are those connections, how we retain those connections, and how we restore those connections when they're lost.